There is one thing that is blocking millions of people from being successful: fear. And yet, they still don't do anything about it because they don't like being uncomfortable. They don't like trying out of the box. They don't like trying harder. But you're different because you clicked on this video. You might have the uncertainty or the scares of chasing everything you could have ever wanted. But if you want to be better than 99% of people in this world, you have to be willing to be uncomfortable. Do you think those big celebrities out there did it small? Do you think they did it safely? No, they did it absolutely dangerously. If being successful was easy, then everyone and their mom would be successful. But the truth is, they're not. So, how do these billionaires, entrepreneurs, doctors, lawyers become successful? They all have one thing in common: they tried. It did not matter to them if they were scared. And it shouldn't matter to you if you are scared. You just need to try. You just need to put an output, regardless of whatever you think or what you feel like. Successful people don't do what they feel like, but they do what they need to do. If your idols did what they felt like all the time, you think they would be successful? They are humans too. And humans don't like doing something out of the zone. But yeah, that's what differentiates normal people and successful people. Successful people, they try. Have you seen a successful person that does not try? Every successful person out there has tried at something and failed at something. If you don't try and fail at something, you're not going to become better. How do you become better without trying? How do you think you're going to become a professional basketballer if you never played basketball before? That's just physically impossible. You want to become good at baking, but you're scared of burning your first batch of cookies. At least after you've burned your batch of cookies, you would know what to not do next and what to do next. But if you've never burnt your first batch of cookies, you wouldn't know how to avoid burning them later on and risk burning your cookies later on. It's better to make mistakes right now than to make them later in the future. Because whatever in your mind you're thinking of right now, that's not real. That's not real, and you have to make it a reality. If you want to become an artist, for example, a music artist, you have to make your first draft on your first song. How are you going to become a music artist if you've never wrote a single lyric? You've never even tried composing one single song. How do you think you're going to become a successful music artist? You're not. And I know that it's hard being bad at something at first, but you need to realize that anything you're going to start, you're going to be bad at it. No one is good when they start. Everyone, and I mean everyone, starts at zero. And another example of that is when we're babies. No one gets born and then they're suddenly 48 years old. No, everyone starts at zero. Everyone starts at an embryo and then they become a fetus. They're born, they become toddler, kid, adult. Everyone goes through the same life process. And yeah, some people might have it easier, some people might have more privileges, more money. But then what are you going to do about it? Are you just going to sit there? Are you just going to complain all day that you don't have money, that you don't have what you need, what it takes to become a doctor, become a lawyer, become an influencer? Then you need to realize that the only barrier is you. Because the fact that you're watching this, let's say you want to become an influencer, you have a phone right now, a laptop, a camera, whatever. Start filming. If you want to become a cook, start cooking. You just need to start. The fear of starting is scary. The biggest step you're gonna take is always the first step. Does it get easier later on? No, it might get harder. But as it gets harder, you also start picking lessons along the way. And as it gets harder, you can also get better. And when you get better, it'll get easier. But so many people just fail to start because they have fear within themselves. They're not confident that they're going to become successful, and so they don't even take the first step. But as the title of this video says, fear is a game and you win by playing. Alzena, what the heck does that even mean? The more you do something that makes you scared, the more you let go of the fear for that thing. Let's say you have fear of swimming in the ocean. If you went swimming in the ocean every single day for a year, your fear for swimming in the ocean would decrease 10x. I literally promise you. If you have social anxiety, but you decide to interact with at least one stranger every time you go out, your social anxiety would decrease drastically. So when you have a fear for something, I'm telling you, go do it. Go do it. But when I'm saying this, I'm also saying like not the things that are dangerous, of course, like robbing a person's house or something, set a fire to a building. No, that's not what I'm talking about. But what I'm talking about is the fears that uplift us. For example, starting that business that you've always wanted to, applying for that job that you think you won't get accepted, applying for that university that you think you're not smart enough to join in. But you don't have to exactly be confident that you'll be accepted because you can't always guarantee that. But what you need is just try. You try. If you fail, it does not matter. You try again. Maybe not at the same place, maybe not with the same things, of course not. When you fail at something, you take the lesson and then you try again. Not try again with the same time as you did before because that would be a mistake. You should not try again how you did before. You should try better, but you try again. Let's say, okay, you've burnt your first pizza. You try again, but you're not gonna do the same exact thing what you did before because then you're just gonna burn that pizza again. You're gonna make that pizza with the improvements that you've got from burning that other pizza. And the result is you're gonna have a better pizza. Maybe it's not gonna be the best pizza, but it'll be a better pizza than last time. And that's how you get over the fear of things. Honestly, what I think we should be more fearful for, being fearful that we have fear. We should be unapologetically confident in what we do. How dare we let society make us feel scared and small? No, if you want your dreams and your goals, you can 100% get them. You can get them. Anything you want is possible for you. You just need to put the work in. And most importantly, you need to try. Trying is crucial. You're not going to make progress if you don't try. And what is the worst that could happen? You're literally in full control of your life. Anything you want, you can get. It is possible. If someone else already has it, it's just further proof that it's possible for you too. And you know what? Most of the things we want are so small. We want a better job. We want the newest iPhone. We want to get accepted into that university. But those things are actually so small compared to those like Elon Musk, who is a billionaire. I think multi-billionaire. I don't even know, nor do I care. And other entrepreneurs who build rocket ships, who build tall buildings, those skyscrapers. Have you seen them? If you think you can't become them, I'm sorry, but I can't help you. You need to believe in yourself. Okay, let's say you don't believe in yourself, but you need to believe in your actions and that you can get it with your actions. You have fear in yourself? Okay, you have fear in yourself, but you still do that thing with the fear in yourself. And as you repeat this thing and you repeat it, this fear will fade away without you even noticing. Fear is so embarrassing, guys. Honestly, fear is so embarrassing. Yes, it is humanly, but just because it is a human emotion does not mean we should accept it every single time. We cannot let an emotion control us just because it's a human emotion and I'm just a human, I'm just a girl. You can take full control of yourself regardless of what you feel like. If there was one thing you could remember from this video, it is to remember that you're always in the driver's seat. Anything you want is possible and that you just need to try. Thank you so much for watching this video. I hope you learned something valuable. If you did, don't forget to give this video a thumbs up and subscribe if you haven't already. And I'll see you next time.